What is going on, guys? DBG here, and 2K just released this new James Jones card. It comes with 4 Hall of Fame. Yes, 4 Hall of Fame badges, and it's a ruby. Limitless range, deep range ally, corner specialist, and catch and shoot. He's also got unbelievable stats. Like, he's got an 88 open shot mid, he's got a 97 open shot 3. He's got a 60 post fadeaway, which is not the worst, to be honest. He's got a 92 off dribble shot 3, which is really important to have a plus 90 off dribble shot 3. He's also got a 97 free throw with a draw foul of 95. He can actually attack the basket relatively well. He attacks it well, and that just makes his shooting even more deadly. He can shoot off the dribble, he can shoot off the catch. He can shoot from pretty much anywhere. He is just so deadly as a shooter. He has got 75 on-ball defensive IQ, which is not good, but not terrible. As well as a lateral quickness of 80, which is, again, not terrible. His speed of 82 is good. It's very good for a small forward. And acceleration of 80 is good. And I think he's really effective as a small ball 4, as a stretch 4. Even though his rebounding is poor, he seems to actually rebound really well. I've played 2 or 3 games with him. He rebounds really well. And he's really, really good card. So right now he's actually quite expensive, like 8,400 for Ruby. I picked my one up for like 6k yesterday because I picked him up on a refresh for really, really cheap. But about that's probably what he's going for. And I'd say in about a week he'll drop to about 5k. He's not going to be as low as like 1.5k like some of the other Rubies, but he will be quite cheap. So James Jones literally has got hot zones everywhere outside of 3-point line. And his release is absolutely money. Like, it's a little bit hard to get used to and it's a little bit slow, but it is money. And it's very easy to green, both online and offline. This guy, like, obviously he's not going to do anything spectacular going to the basket, but he's not bad. He's not bad at all. He's quite fast. 70 speed with ball hurts him a little bit while attacking. But if you've got a slower power, if you haven't playing at the 4 and you've got a slower player, he can definitely go by. His ability to get to the basket, while isn't great, but he does draw a lot of fouls. Because he's slower, he will draw a lot of fouls. And for that reason, he's got that 97 free throw, and he's just going to kill teams. Like, offensively, this card is an absolute beast, and is a must buy. So I played with James Jones, I think it was in 2 games online yesterday. They were both play with friends, so it was the same difficulty as this, because I've got something planned for my next MyTEAM Online gameplay, and I can't really do that when I'm not in my country. So my internet is very bad, and I couldn't really get any decent footage with him online, so I had to play offline. But even offline, a player should not be able to do the stuff that this James Jones is doing. Pretty much from everywhere he is greening. From absolutely everywhere. But it's not just that. It's like when he's inside, he can actually score. His rebounding is good. He actually pushes the ball well. Even though he does only have a 70 speed with ball, he does actually have good speed, so he feels a little bit faster than that. His jump shot is unbelievable. Contested, because he's got those dead eye badges, which means that he can pretty much shoot when there's defenders coming towards him. Obviously he can't shoot in a defender's face often, but he can shoot a lot of the time if defenders are closing out. He's perfect as a small ball 4 in a 5-out situation. He's perfect for that because a lot of the time they do help in, and when he's open, he is going to make every single shot, online, offline, superstar, all-star, or pro difficulty. He's going to make every single shot no matter what seed you're in if he's wide open. But even still, like, this is on all-star difficulty, which is only one thing below the max in MyTEAM. But to be honest, like, these are some insane shots he's hitting. Like, he's hitting them off the dribble. He's hitting them from mid-range. He's hitting them from 3. He's hitting them from 30 feet out. Like, it's just too easy for a card like this to score. Obviously in MyTEAM Online, if you're above maybe the Ruby League, if you're in that league or above, where the difficulty is on Superstar, where you are going to be playing Diamond teams, he cannot be the main man in your team. But that's okay. Because he's a shooter, the better players you have around him, the more open he's going to get. This guy is like just cheese. That's the only way to describe how good this card is. His free throw is exceptional. He's got a really high draw foul. So even though his stats attacking the basket aren't the best, he draws a ton of fouls. And the fact that if you're being contested, you can take a couple of dribbles out and pull up in people's face and still hit shots consistently is crazy. His dunking is okay. While nothing spectacular, it's okay. And his defending is actually a lot better than his stats seem. while he's not locked down, I played a little bit with him online, and he's not like Zach LaVine where you can just run everything through whoever's being guarded by him to score. He's not going to be very good on defense, but he's not bad enough that it's going to negatively affect your team that much. But whatever he loses on defense, he makes up times 10 on offense. He can shoot from anywhere, obviously, but like these clips, imagine seeing these at the start of the year. This card, you would have thought, oh, this card is going to be whatever, 200k. And it's very, very good. Like, if this card was an amethyst, one rating higher, I think he would be about 80k MT. I genuinely think he would be 80k MT if he was rated one rating higher. Because that Hall of Fame Limitless is still the most overpowered shooting badge in my team. And he's got it. He's also got other shooting badges. He's got 4 shooting badges. Like, the shooting badges in Hall of Fame are some of the most overpowered, except for the likes of difficult shots, obviously, which is a little bit more, and ankle breaker and dimer maybe a little bit more OP, but the shooting ones are incredibly OP, and he's got 4 of them. He has got 4 of them. He can pull it from anywhere on the court, from anywhere. He's like Jimmer, borderline Jimmer, this card, and he is only between 5 and 8k depending on when you're looking for him. So that's pretty much it for this James Jones in this review part. This card is a must buy for everyone. Even with contract costs, he's cheap. He should be in every single person's MyTEAM. While if you have a God squad, even though he is one of the best shooters and is definitely best cheap shooter in my team, there's still better options at the small forward and power forward. There's still a lot of better options, and he won't be going straight into my best team. But he will be at the end of the bench. He will 100% be at the end of the bench, because if you need someone to hit a jump shot, James Jones is as good, if not better, than anyone else. And for the next few minutes or so, I'm just going to be talking about the direction I think my team is going to be going in. Isn't James Jones related? Well, it kind of is. This game, obviously, he's not playing in. But I'm just going to talk about the way 2K have been rating players this year. And what they've done is just great and terrible at the exact same time. So, pretty much since the Wingman packs came out, when there was rubies that played like they were diamonds, like Reggie Lewis, Corey Maggette. Since that pack, we've kind of seen a lot of like really cheap cards that can compete with all of the diamonds that 2K initially released in my team. All of the diamonds, and even the pink diamonds. The likes of Kobe, Will Chamberlain. There are rubies, while not as good, that can compete with them. Actually, maybe Kobe's a little bit above, but the likes of West and Chamberlain, they are nothing special. So James Jones just epitomizes what 2K have done. So cards like Glenn Rice, people even a couple of weeks ago would have paid 300k for Glenn Rice, because they had only made, there was only 3, as far as I know, 3 cards that had limitless Hall of Fame limitless range. And I think it was Jimmer had it. Jimmer definitely had it. I think, what's his name had it? T-Mac had it. And then, who else? Obviously Glenn Rice, I just mentioned them. And then the high scorers packs came out, and they gave to Ray Allen and Pete Maravich. And that was okay, because whatever, they were around 100k MT. And then they go and give J.R. Smith limitless range. And you're thinking, okay, a lot more people have that badge, which means the people that bought Glenn Rice is a little bit less desirable. And now all of a sudden, they're giving it, obviously fair enough, giving it to Chauncey Billups and peja stojakovic. Them cards are going to be really expensive. But now they give it to a ruby that's going to be packed by everyone. This is a badge that legitimately, if you were allowed to put up Hall of Fame badges, it would have cost 100k. Because it is the most OP badge in my team, and like it makes a card worth, I'd say minimum 50k, and you can pick up this James Jones for way less than 10, and you'll be able to pick him up very soon for less than 5k MT. So it's just crazy that 2K have basically screwed over people that paid for things earlier in the game. Like, they've screwed over people massively. Like, there was no need to give this card a Hall of Fame limitless range. There was absolutely no need. Fair enough giving Jimmer it, but there was no need giving King James Jones, the champ. There was no need giving him this badge, and it has shifted the entire balance of power in my team. So again, I'm sorry about the kind of rant. I know a lot of you guys like them, and a lot of you guys don't like them, so sorry about that. And I'll try as little as possible to complain in the future. It's just, there's a lot of things 2K have been doing, especially recently, that's just crazy. Especially, imagine at the start of the year, if someone had to pay 300k for that Glenrise to find out that it's now, you could buy basically the exact same card, just a tiny bit worse for like 5k. That's madness. Oh yeah, so that's not great. But anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.